I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla. And we want you to mansplain baseball elsewhere.
Yay!
Marla, what are you toasting with and to?
I have got a very full glass, so I'm going to try to not spill it on my Mac, of my Blue Jays wine glass, and I've got some frozen blueberries and strawberries in it, and I just have a Pinot Grigio in it because it's refreshing, and I have a bunch of strawberries that I have to use up, so whatever. And I am going to toast to it almost being fall and to revamping our style and our wardrobe. Because a few weeks ago, like, me and my kid both went through our closets and donated a whole shit ton of stuff, which we try to do like once or twice a year. And we went thrifting yesterday and I found a couple of pieces. She found a shit ton. So revamping our styles, and fall's coming, and I ordered some new clothes on Amazon. So coming
also,
soon.
if you've never daughter, she's cooler than all three of us combined. Like,
absolutely,
and
so much more than I am.
Like, you posted her like first day of school picture, and I was like, she's a badass. I feel kind of bad about
like getting into like an emo kind of phase.
Love that.
So that's interesting. That'll be fun. But yeah, she's not hurting anybody, so you do you with your style, kiddo. And if mom has to fight the school board, that's fine. I'll do that.
There we go.
With. So. Ashley, what are you toasting with and to?
Sweet tea. Because I get to leave the house in a little bit, have cheer practice later. I can actually go because we got Harper's COVID test back today that she had to take on Friday because she got exposed. Again, blah, blah. She went back to school for 2 days, got exposed, but she's got a negative test. So, or no, not exposed. She had a fever. She got sent home with a fever. Sorry, we've had a lot of exposure here. She got sent home with a fever on Thursday, so we had to test to make sure it wasn't COVID. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't.
Yeah, because you can still get sick with other things.
Right, like we can still have other sicknesses. Hers came back with like they did a COVID test, but it's like COVID plus 26 other things. And hers was like, handy. You have a cold. Like a, whatever they call the cold. Rhinovirus, is that right? Whatever that is. Yeah. She has a cold. And her temperature, by the way, when I had to go pick her up, was 100.2. That's what, anyways, whatever. So we can leave our house, and we haven't left our house since Friday to go to the doctor. Other than that, I've been here, and we've been here basically trapped for like a month, but we got 2 days out last week before having to go back in on Friday. So we're going to cheer practice today. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm so excited. So I'm cheersing to leaving this house.
I think you also need a shopping day, so maybe do that.
Yeah.
They were talking about, like, I think in Europe, Norway or somewhere, that now, like, unless you're symptomatic, like, just based on exposure, they're not holding people out of school because, like, everybody's being held out of school.
Yeah, that's...
I did virtual, but my boyfriend's kid was exposed to someone in his household, but he's negative. But they've not virtual learning, so it's like he has to sit out for 2 weeks and then just catch up.
Yeah, see, that's how Harper, like I said, we've been like, her school was, she was exposed, so she was out for 10 days, but then her school closed down for 10 days just because their cases went up too high. They went back on Tuesday of last week. Or no, I'm sorry, Monday. They went back Monday. Thursday is when I had to go pick her up. So she made it 3 days, not 2, but whatever. And like I said, she's fine. Like, she had a little bit of a temperature that day. So they called me to pick her up. And I was like, oh, no, she got fever. She's not going to feel good. I got there. She's like, fine. Bring her home. She's like, Mom, I want to practice my back walkovers. Mom, I want to do roundhouse. Let's go play outside. I was like, bitch, you are fine. Why am I not at work right now? Like, so we took her to the doctor the next day. They were like, does she have any symptoms? I'm like, no, she's literally fine.
She feels
she has
better.
a little bit of a runny nose.
Right.
So, and that's where the cult came from, I guess. So, anyways, whatever. We're leaving the house today, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna go. We have cheer practice, and apparently today is the day that the other coach I coach with decided we're gonna teach 5 and 6-year-olds how to stunt. So, woohoo! It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
With vodka in my Diet Pepsi because so we adopted a 7-month 5-day-year-old puppy on Saturday. He's adorable, but he has a lot of energy. And then we got the 1-year-old dog neutered today, so keeping puppies apart who don't want it hurt.
Yeah, he's like, hey, new brother, I want to play with the new brother.
Yeah.
Right. I'm literally on the floor because he loves. So I'm like, well, you don't need to jump on me if I'm on the floor. And
yeah, I'm right here.
Then the new one and the 3-year-old are outside. And then, of course, I'm like, oh, no, what if they bond better and he feels left out? But, like, all 3 have been getting along really well. So, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think a day or two, even though it's at the beginning of their relationship, I don't think it'll matter.
He'll catch up.
But he's also kind of a bully and was jumping all over the new puppy. So, we kind of hope he thinks it's his punishment and learns a lesson. Like,
there you go.
Body part. Bully. So
no tolerance for bullying.
If you're gonna bully, you got no balls.
Sexual harassment, chop. Like, we're done. Yes. And on that note,
I feel like there are a lot of men. Sorry, my toddler's in here. She has strong opinions about this also. I feel like a lot of men could also benefit from this negative reinforcement, maybe.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bully and be a creep, maybe you just get snipped.
There you go. I'm kind of with it.
So the mansplain this week is nothing that happened to me, but yesterday on Brave's Twitter there was a huge blow up because apparently this guy that was very well liked and I was always chill with, I thought was a cool dude, apparently told a creep and has been aggressively messaging women for years and
sending dick pics. Nobody wants to see your dick.
Never.
Even if you're with someone whose parts you enjoy, a dick pic's not a pretty thing. So why strangers on the internet think it's something anyone wants to see? It's beyond me.
No one is ever impressed by seeing your one-eyed monster.
Literally. Do an informal poll. I guarantee you 100 out of 100 women haven't seen a dick pic and gone, oh, that's the one I want. Like, never.
Yeah.
And, so don't be a creep. Which I feel like we've had to say way more times than
Put that
is
on
necessary.
A t-shirt.
There were some faceless accounts that, like, will... I DM girls and like I can't even get a reply, like blah blah blah. I'm like, first of all, stop making it about you. It's not fucking about you.
Yeah.
And second of all, if you don't know how to not be a creep for 2 seconds to at least get a hey back, that's a you problem, honey. You need to work on your social skills. So we don't owe you shit.
Maybe you're just boring. You ever think of that?
Account. We don't.
Yeah, maybe I just don't want to talk to the Atlanta Braves A. You know, like maybe
like. If you're just going to message, hey, it's only going to lead to trouble. If you have a question, like a legitimate question, you're going to ask it. And then I'll be like, oh, here. Or if you say, hey, I saw this cool thing. Can you help promote it? Yeah, sure, dude. I'll retweet it for you. And when you just say, hey, I'm ignoring that shit.
But also,
Mark don't have anything to say.
Her little bio, like I've noticed that. And like I've noticed like.
Man of God. Honey.
Always.
It's a loaded sentence.
Or happy husband. Are you?
Yeah. Not at all.
Interesting. If that had not happened, I thought we were going to go with the guy who said we should make women in sports t-shirts because that discounts all the women already.
Fucking moron.
This happened a few months ago too. There was a guy that was like, well, women are already in sports. And what else did he say? He's like, oh, I support your cause, but I don't see why it has to be on a t-shirt. And I'm like, then you don't support the cause.
Yeah, like just shut up.
Just like
shut up.
You're not an ally if you're only
Right.
an ally when the people you are supposedly supporting are quiet and conform to your standards. That's not how that works.
It's just no one asked you.
Literally ever. So.
Like that's just my thing. Like that dude wrote like a essay in my Instagram comments, and like not a single soul gives one flying fuck. So and then when I posted it on Twitter and everybody started replying to him, he's out there like fighting for his life. Which was also actually funny. Shout out to all you guys. It was hilarious.
But no, bro, you came at me with dumb shit, and then you're mad that I just shared with my friends. Like, do y'all think this is dumb? And of course,
and if you thought it was a joke, well, we were just sharing your joke. Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
Don't you want people to see how funny you are?
I don't know. That was just, and then in his rebuttal, he was just like, "Well, y'all are just stupid."
Okay.
Okay, cool. I don't.
But we're semi-pro at this, so
like, just go away. I didn't say women belong in sports because there's never been a woman in a sport. That's not what it means. But like, thank you for naming the 3 women that you named. I appreciate it. Like,
right.
Big I love my wife energy. Or I have a black friend energy. Like, no, honey. It's all of them, not just the ones that you personally care about. Right? Just like, yes, well, I have a daughter. Okay, she should matter the most to you, but she shouldn't be the only woman that matters.
Right.
Well, you know who has a daughter and a wife and also believes in women in sports?
That doesn't narrow it down.
Please tell us.
Okay, so the kick-ass lady this week, but like with her husband, but that doesn't take away from it, is Aisha Curry. Because her staff, it says they donated an undisclosed amount to their alma mater, Davidson College, to support, it said fully endowed scholarship for female athletes. But it never gives an amount and it never says, so I kind of just assumed it was one. No, I clicked on the article. It will affect at least 200 female athletes attending Davidson.
Wow. Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of scholarships.
Yeah.
Davidson's a private college.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So girl dad, Steph Curry, out here making it happen.
The bar is high, man.
Yes. His mouth is. And then also just shout out other kick-ass ladies, the women in Afghanistan who are literally being shot for protesting for rights.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into again, but also we have a long way to go, but we're a lot further than a lot of people. And if one person's rights are trampled, all of ours are trampled. So
yes.
Yeah, we especially as white women have a duty to, raise up the other voices and stuff. And if your feminism is not intersectional, it's not feminism. So
Marla's hearing us today, and I'm here for it.
I'm not a whole. You know why? I'm just a lot of words to be said, I guess.
Good. Preach. I'm here for it.
I like Grigio, Marla.
Yep.
I haven't even had that much yet. Wait till we get to here. It'll get really good.
With the puppiness, I have not watched baseball all week, so I don't know if I like the Braves or if I'm mad at them or if they've been doing good.
You're so with the Braves right now.
Okay. Consistent.
Yeah, we went to Colorado, remember, and we were like semi-worried because we had 4 with them. The Rockies are the Rockies, but they're good at home, right? Like ridiculously good at home. Well, we split the series, so respectable. Also,
that we hit some homers, so I was like, we do still bang.
Yes, Ozzie. He missed the first game there, and then played the next 3, I believe, from when he got hit in the knee leg situation with a foul ball during the Dodgers series. We're not going to talk about that because that series isn't important. But he didn't play the first game of the Rocky series. He came back in the second one and hit a leadoff homer, channeling his BFF Ronnie.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not broken anymore. And the good
Ronnie's hair's good too.
Yeah, he hit a leadoff homer in that game, and then I believe the one on Sunday. I think it was One of those. So he's totally back, totally good. When he hit that home run in this series, last week we talked about how if Ozzie got 2 more home runs, we would be only the second team to have an infield with all 5 reaching 25 home runs. Well, we did that. So it's us and the 2008 Marlins. So shout out to us.
Of course, it would be the fucking Marlins that we
I know,
gotta
right?
share the spotlight with. God damn it!
Of all the people, but whatever, it's fine. But that series was good. The only issue that I had with I didn't expect to sweep them at home. Rockies are getting home, but we only lost by 1 run in each of the 2 games we did lose, and so they were very winnable games, which makes it a little more frustrating.
2 more bloops. That's all
Yeah,
you do.
It's a little more frustrating because they were definitely winnable games, but whatever. That's why our run differential is so great, I guess, because we only lose games by like 1 or 2, but then we win them by like 29. So I guess that's how that works. So the final we got swept by the Dodgers, by the way. I guess I have to say that. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. Rockies. The final were we won 6-5, lost 4-3, lost 7-6, and then won 9-2. We were off yesterday for Labor Day because they needed a holiday off too, I suppose. And we start a series tonight with the Nats. Yesterday, during the off day, aside from the Twitter controversy, I actually think Alex Anthopoulos saw all that going on and was like, this is when we need to release the Charlie Morton news, calm the waters a bit. So we did sign Charlie Morton to an extension. It is a $20 million 1-year extension with a $20 million option for 2023. So very excited to have Charlie back. We've all really liked what he's done this year, and he's been great for the clubhouse and great on the field, and we like nostalgia, so we're happy that he's coming back. Austin Riley has continued to just be an absolute monster. As Chip so geniusly told us, you cannot spell MVP without Riley. So we're having fun watching him. Drew Smiley is going to be staying in the pen for now. We Snit told us that, and it was that Tukey start that was coming up. His start was not great, so I guess there was some wondering on if Tukey would stay in that role and Drew would stay at the pen, or if they would swap them. Snit did come out, I think it was yesterday, maybe today, and say that Drew is staying in the pen. Tukey keeps that starting spot, so that's where we're at on that. Our lead has shrunk to only a game and a half. We play like the Nats and the Marlins.
For ourselves, that's no fun.
Yeah, we have the Nats. I think it's the Nats, and then the Marlins are what's back to back next. Hold on, let me check my schedule real quick. Yeah, we have like the Nats and the Marlins, and then the Rockies come to us, which is not the same as the Rockies there. So we have over the next 9 games or so some time to really get us some headway, which we need to do because our last 2 series of the series
is going to play at Truist and be like, I feel like I should end my career here.
No, I think that's what's going to happen. Yes. But I want to get some lead out there because our last 2 series are against the Phillies and the Mets, and I don't want to come down to like it's 2 games, it's a game and a half, it's even 3 games, and then God forbid like we get swept or something, and then we don't win the division, and that's just the end of it. That will really depress me. So we have to get some lead out in these games over the next couple of weeks. I really hope that happens. And we have easy teams to play against, so we should be able to do that. Oh, and then Rourke cleared waivers and elected to become a free agent. I do not blame him. He was kind of killing it in AAA, and then never got the call up.
I was gonna say, okay.
Yeah, he never got the call up, but he was kind of killing it, and he probably could have, should have.
21, I'm like, maybe I should know that name. He's probably like our starting center fielder now.
Yeah, he was pitching really, really well down there, and I don't know why he never got the call up to just try him in the pen, but I'm not a manager, so that's why I don't know that. But anyway, he cleared waivers and elected to become a free agent, so Do not blame me there. And I mean, it is what it is. But overall, the Braves had a pretty good week. It was, like I said, we split with the Rockies at home. That other series doesn't even matter. And we had a nice off day yesterday for the holiday. And now we're gonna beat the crap out of the Nats. Woohoo!
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I like that plan.
Yeah.
I wish the Tigers had a plan because their plan seems to be frustration. They won 3 whole games this week, which was better than the 2 the week before. So, yay. They got 1 from the A's, which was nice. Got 2 of 3 and took the series in Cincinnati. They scored 14 runs on Friday. But much like the Braves, forgot that you also have to score runs in the next game. So
Can't reallocate them. Not until Manfred takes our advice.
Use too much. Use too much.
Over. It doesn't work that way. And then the fucking Pirates beat them yesterday, which, like, I mean, I know they beat
in
the Braves,
crazy fashion,
but it's just embarrassing, bro. Like I've been saying, like, all year, like, we can be good teams. Like, the Reds are good. And then the LOL Pirates beat us. Like,
yeah, that sucks.
It does. But they're 65-74, so they already have 5 more wins than, that other baseball podcast that talks a lot predicted. But they are 15 games back from the White Sox and 5 games back from Cleveland. And the Royals are only 2 games back from us. So, I mean, not like we're really fighting for anything, but it'd be nice to at least stay in third. It would have been really nice to finish second, but we only had that dream for a day. Eric Haas is back, the guy who hits all the home runs that, like, got called up, like, in the middle of, I think, June, maybe? And won the AL Rookie of the Month this year. But he got sent down for injury, or got put on the IL. So he's back, which is nice. So what kind of sucks is one of the catchers that started the year has been completely replaced and got sent down to AAA. And one was DFA'd. So I'm like, man, nobody's job's safe.
Yeah, it's brutal out here.
AJ Hinch, you come to win or you can get off my team, I guess. So, I don't know if I just don't feel like people in Canada would be that rude.
It probably depends, I'm sure. The Blue Jays did beat up on the smaller bird called the Oriole. This week they took 2 out of 3 of those games.
Hey,
and
good one.
Yeah, the Orioles got one. They gave them a break. That was a 4-2 game, so I don't know what happened there. I guess the bats were just asleep. And then swept the A's, which I was very surprised about. I was very worried about that series, but it was awesome. They won 11-10, 10-8, and 8-0. So it got progressively better. We love that. We love to see it. And then yesterday they beat the Yankees. No, the Yankees 8-0. So that was beautiful. Yankees Twitter was in full meltdown mode. And who did the Yankees lose to before that? I think was that the Orioles? Didn't they get almost no hit by the Orioles?
Yeah.
So yeah, Yankees are in full meltdown mode. It's kind of beautiful. And so we have a 4-game series with them this week. We've got 3 more games, and then against Baltimore again, 4 games against them, and then the Rays. So, the last episode at the very end, or during my segment, I guess, Brad Hand got DFA'd, and I got the notification that came out, and he was picked up by the Mets this week. So RIP to him. Something crazy is going to happen. So good luck.
Hopefully he's not drinking at the team owner's house and get, like, at a thing. They came out, it was like some kind of fundraiser or something. I don't know. There were a lot of players there. And then he left and got a DWI, which is kind of bad when your boss is like, yeah, bro, just drive. You're fine. Like, that's
Yeah, not a good look. So that'll still be investigated, hopefully. What else is the Blue Jays? Oh,
bad hand.
yeah. And there's some other like minor transaction stuff, people getting sent to Buffalo. But oh my gosh, I just had it in my head. Oh, Robbie Ray won Player of the Week. So Blue Jays are on a tear for Player of the Weeks this season.
Yep.
And he deserves it.
New championship.
Yeah. And he put out a shirt. I think it was this past week. He and his wife put out a shirt.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Pants, and all the proceeds go to some cool organizations. I don't remember, but yeah, I thought that was hilarious. So good for him.
Yay, Robbie Ray.
That was cool. I saw that. Also, the Blue Jays.
I was trying to transition to like standings, and then I forgot we hadn't talked about the Astros.
Yeah, well, here we go. We're gonna talk about standings to transition from the Blue Jays to the Astros because the Blue Jays are only. Well, no, they're only like 3 games out of the wild card, and the Yankees suck right now. So, like,
I do have hope for the wild card, but looking at just the division standings,
don't look at that.
12 games back, that's not fun. But yeah, wild card, cautiously optimistic.
The wild card could get really fun.
We have pizza with sauce on top and like alcohol to look forward to. That's what Detroit does to me. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have hope in something.
That's called lasagna with bread. So.
Yeah. Well, so they're still in it for the wild card, and that can be very exciting. We are still 5.5 games up on the Mariners now because the A's have really been sucking, so the Mariners jumped them. We're 5.5 games up in the division right now, doing super great. I say that they actually haven't played very well. We lost 2 series back to back for the first time in like a long time. We played the Padres at the end of last week or over the weekend and won 1 game 6-3, lost 1 10-2, and lost 1 4-3. It was rough to watch. To be quite honest, I didn't watch all of them because also those games start in the middle of the night, so no thank you. But I did try to make it through some of them. They got to clean stuff up. We are playing Seattle again, so hopefully we can gain some ground on them. I don't know. This Mariners are like getting good as the A's are slipping and the Astros aren't playing great either. So we shall see. But hopefully we can get the job done. We have 3 against them. We played yesterday. We did win 11-2. The only thing about that is like all of our teams kind of do, the Astros like to score a bunch of runs and then the next day score like no runs. So we'll see what happens with that. But we have another game with them.
Somebody needs to these men about that.
Yeah.
If anyone's team has been consistent this season, or like they always scored like 5 or 6 runs, please let us know because I swear to God, not a single team has done that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's like 15 or 20 and then 1 or nothing. Like, bro, it's not like you can't average the whole series together.
Yeah, we've got to I don't know, man. They gotta get some momentum back because as I told y'all last week, I learned that apparently August is just really bad for the Astros. Well, it's fucking September now, so you got to start playing better because also we're about to run into a bunch of teams that we are better at. Like, they are worse teams. They are less than 500 teams. We're better than them. But the Astros do not play very well against people that they are better than. They play down to their competition very badly. And we had the Angels for 3, the Rangers for 4, the Diamondbacks for 3, and the Angels for 4 in the next like 2 weeks. So if we're going to play shitty baseball against shitty teams, we might just fucking fall off the wagon if we don't keep it kosher. So hopefully we can do that. Jake Byers is fucking awesome. He's doing great. McCullers got his 10th win this week over the Mariners, which is the most of any opponent that he's like pitched against. So that was cool. Presley's day to day with arm soreness. I think it was yesterday he wasn't available because like his arm was hurt, and then Dusty came out today and was like, yeah, his arm's still hurt. You know, he's day to day. He's not on the IL, but he's just taking a couple days off. Zach Greinke is on the COVID list actually, along with somebody else is on like he's not on the COVID list, but they're doing health and safety protocols. I guess maybe somebody that was there was nobody hanging out with Zach. I don't know. Just it was nobody was hanging out with G, but this guy, somebody else is on the protocols list. I just don't remember who it is.
Maybe they got stuck in an elevator together.
Maybe. Montero is
I guess in catcher or something is on.
Yeah. Montero's still on the IL. Baez went back to the IL, so he like missed most of the season with his shoulder hurting, and he came back and he pitched like I think 4 times, maybe. I think it wasn't a lot of times. And now he's back on the IL with his shoulder hurting again. So that looks great. Castro, one of the catchers, is on the IL. So they're kind of falling apart a little bit, but it's going to be fine. Jose Siri got the call up this week. I don't remember when it was. Like maybe it was sometime this weekend, I think. Anyways, he's been in the minor leagues for them for 8 years, and he got the call up. So that was really cool, I thought. You know, like a lifer or whatever, you know. He's been down there a while, so that's nice. And yeah, Padres kind of beat the crap out of us, but we gotta come back and do better because we just got to do better. 5.5 games doesn't feel like a lot. It's a lot more than 1.5, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. As far as the league goes, I am going to reiterate what I said last week, and I think that playoff standings are going to be a shit show to the very end. I don't think we're going to have shit about fuck figured out, so that'll be fun.
I'm with you.
I say that somewhat sarcastically, but it actually will be a little bit of fun. At least when my teams are not involved and my heart rate doesn't have to be going through the roof. But today's Tuesday, so tomorrow on Wednesday, the Hall of Fame ceremony is expected to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Jeter, Larry Walker, Ted Simmons, and Marvin Miller are going to be going into the Hall of Fame. And I won't say anything about Jeter, but yay for Larry Walker. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. And there have been some big hits this week. Cruz got a grand slam, and unfortunately we did not have him that day, but it's fine.
Of course.
Whatever. The Red Sox are struggling to get vaccinated, I guess, and
bless their heart.
It might cost them a playoff spot. So
yeah, that'll
be interesting. I just don't understand, but that's a different podcast entirely. And what else has been happening? If things would cooperate. Here we go. So Milwaukee is still leading the NL Central. Well, I won't talk about the East because we're leading it, and that's all that matters. But Milwaukee. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Maybe she wants to talk about the East.
There's other people matter too.
Yeah. Are you raising a Mets fan? I swear to God.
I swear to God. No, she was kicked the fuck out of the house. Oh my God. No, because then she'd be cursed. Oh my God. Yeah. No. But so the Brewers are leading the Central, and Cincinnati is, I was going to say right behind them sarcastically, but I can't even do that. They're 11 games back. So, I mean, the Brewers are going to win. And then the Giants, not so far in front. The Dodgers are 1 game behind. So we'll see. I want the Giants to win so badly. Like, it'll be hilarious. But I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath, but it would be amazing.
That was a good series this weekend.
Okay, but Ashlyn has Dodger blue hair and Dodger blue nails, so I don't know what's going on here, honestly.
This is 1974 Braves blue. Thank you very much.
You need some.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then
Henry Hank Aaron blue.
It must be the connection.
Yeah.
There we go. So,
I also have blue ears right now because it's fading really bad. So, shout out this new hair dye I'm using.
Yay.
And then what else is happening?
I don't know,
The wild card's gonna be an interesting race. I mean, the Mets are 4.5 games back from the wild card, the second wild card spot, and there's 3 teams ahead of them. So that'll be fun. The AL is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be very exciting last few weeks of baseball.
Yeah, I was listening to, I'm pretty sure it was talking baseball. Pretty sure #ad, and I think they are thinking kind of the same thing we were. The end of the season is going to be nuts for sure. But I feel like a few weeks ago, it was kind of like, okay, well, we know who's going to win everything except the East. The East has always been a shit show. But everybody else, I was kind of like feeling pretty confident. Like, you know, the Brewers are going to win. The Astros are going to win. I feel like the Dodgers are going to win. I hope they don't. I hope the Giants win. I hope the Giants win. I hope the Giants win. And the Dodgers end up in a wild card spot. I can't say that enough. But anyway, whatever. Now I'm like, just fucking flip coins the whole way across because I have no idea. I have no idea. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I wonder what Vegas has down because it's going to be a shit show. And if I had to bet,
you know how fun it
I
would
don't
be
think I could.
if Vegas had a professional baseball team and like you could bet in the baseball stadium?
That would be super fun. Maybe they will. Maybe the Oakland A's will be the Las Vegas A's one day.
There we go.
Who knows?
Although Vegas is not always right because they said that Wisconsin was going to beat Penn State this weekend, and guess what didn't happen? But anyway, not a football pod.
So anyway, so did you know until 1964, that would be fun. 1864, you could catch a fly ball off a bounce. It would still count.
But that's not a fly ball.
Right. And then until 1883, you could do it with foul balls.
Wow. Wait, the foul ball bounce and then you catch it and then it's still out?
And then they're out, yeah. So I guess they got this idea from like jacks or tennis or whatever, like where you get one bounce and then you can.
Wow.
Huh.
And how different games would be if you're like, I'm just gonna catch it on the bounce. Like, don't worry about it.
I was about to say, think about how many balls drop to where you're like,
Nick
yes, it's a
Markakis
hit.
would be the greatest outfielder of all time.
That's what I was saying, but then they're caught on like literally the hop. That would be insane. Games would change drastically. Yeah. That's a crazy ass.
That'd be infuriating. And what if it just like slightly bounced twice, but you couldn't? Oh my gosh, the replays that would have to happen.
Yelling at
replay sucks.
Nice. Oh, it only bounced once, and then replays go fuck it up. Like
call stands. Fuck you.
Replay sucks. Somebody, there was supposedly a missed call last night that was pretty bad. I don't even remember who it was now. I don't even care. Did the Dodgers play the Cardinals? I don't remember. It was whoever played the Cardinals. Somebody was out at the plate, and the Cardinal was out at the plate, and it was like very clear, but the call on the field was that he was safe. So the call stood because, of course, it did, because replay is ridiculous.
Yeah, Dodgers Cardinals.
Yeah, so I wonder how many
I did notice
replays.
Yeah,
we've had that like cost a run, like Bohm for us, whatever that one was last night. Like not to mention all the other shit we fuck up, like out on second, out on third, but at home.
Okay, so my biggest issue, and like especially watching college football again this weekend, pissed me off more, is it's like whatever call they make on the field is the one, like, so they could just call a touchdown for every single one and then be like, okay, well, I give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like just don't fucking waste our time then.
Also, by the way, there's someone out there who I was arguing with last year who sent me the entire NCAA football rule book, which is hard to find. But if there was a tie between the receiver and defender, like they both have two hands on the ball, tie goes to the receiver, which I feel like we need to refresh some officials' memories on. Different sport, but I'm just telling you.
Did the person like email you a PDF? How did that even happen?
Yes, he texted me the whole PDF. From text. He's also a Braves fan. He went to one of the Braves Dodgers games last week, but like,
it's actually helpful. Shout out you, man.
I know I'm right. He was like, "How do you know you're right? Do you actually know the rule?" I'm like, "No, I just been watching my whole life, bro. Like, I'm right."
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
It's all searchable PDF, so like anything I can put in there and be like. It was. Maybe we should make a. Don't argue with women about sports. Like, just don't.
For your own safety.
Stop
Men
speaking.
will literally send a PDF before going to therapy.
Like, God. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, good friend. Anyway, so about that.
Maybe we are your weekly therapy.
Maybe.
If we are, good luck.
Well, if we are, you can listen to us on Wednesdays. So that's where we are. This is our third show in a row released on the new. So fucking shout out us. We should have toasted to our damn selves. But anyway.
On YouTube, if you want to see this giant zit on my face and or the dog, focus on the dog. He's very cute.
Yes. So yeah, you can watch us on YouTube. You can find us on social media at Braves, Ashlyn, Marla, Emily. Sometimes maybe if she comes back, if she doesn't, she'll let you know. She'll see you later, maybe, whatever. Stop asking me where she is. I told y'all, I'm about to just pin a tweet that's like, Emily's not on Twitter right now. Stop fucking asking me.
She misses you too.
It kind of knocks me like that people are talking to me through y'all, and that was not my intention. But do you know how peaceful life is without Twitter?
They are determined to know
upset about
that you know their opinions.
On Friday. But then I just went to sleep with my man and I was happy. Like, I didn't like spend all evening arguing with people on Facebook.
Wild concept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or not Facebook, like Twitter. Either one. I didn't. And I'm just like, it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is. Yeah.
Where some people have the willpower to turn off notifications or like anything. I don't have that willpower. That's why I had to be like, we out.
Yeah. Breaks are good.
We're also
I hear
on
little feet.
Instagram with
Yes.
Braves, Braves Emily, and Braves Marla. I am there. I should probably download that app, but I do still have it. And then one is Mansplain BB
Podcast. Yep.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's
which we appreciate our patrons because that's nice.
Yeah, y'all keep us going, honestly.
For real.
In spirit and financially.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have the best patrons.
Times when you have like we have all talked about, like you have crazy life and you're just like, what are we doing? But then you're like, somebody actually listens to us,
right?
Yeah.
Got to give them what they want.
That's all we're here for. We are women of the people.
Yep.
You all know that.
Okay. And jingle bells.
Oh,
apparently. All right. Well, on that note,
I love the music outro. I'm probably gonna not put our bed music down at the end. We're just gonna jingle bells out. So
yeah.
Love that for us.
Happy almost fall.
For 7th, that means it's almost Christmas. Let's go.
Yeah, that's actually how the world works. It is almost Christmas. So love that for us. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Bye.